In likely one of the greatest difficulty for the Gandhi family, the Delhi High Court on Friday cleared all decks for an income tax examination concerning Young Indian Private Ltd, in which Congress boss Sonia Gandhi and gathering VP Rahul Gandhi are chiefs. The Young Indian Private Ltd is currently prone to move the Supreme Court. A seat of Justice S. Morwalner and Justice Chandrasekhar requested that the organization approach the income tax surveying officer, after which the firm pulled back its appeal. The court then expelled the request as it was pulled back. Youthful India had moved toward the High Court looking for a bearing to remain the IT procedures and suppressive notification against it as to the National Herald misappropriation of benefits case. The organization was issued cease with respect to the appraisal year 2011-12. Sonia and Rahul have been blamed for scheming to cheat or and misuse reserves by paying Rs 50 lakh, through which Young Indian Private Ltd acquired the privilege to recuperate Rs 90.25 crore, which Associate Journals Ltd, AJL, owed to the Congress. Addressing CNN News 18, BJP pioneer and Rajya Sabha part Subramanian Swamy said that these cases will see the light of day. In the event that Prime Minister Narendra Modi does not do anything, individuals will state that he just gives discourses. In the primary authority response from the Congress, Representative Randeep Singh Surjewala stated, the Gandhis have the choice of moving toward the Supreme Court. The IT division can open an uneven examination. Swamy is not unsure of IT. Others blamed for the situation, which was documented by Swamy, incorporate Motile Vora, Oscar Fernandez, Suman Dubey, and Sampai Troda. The court had summoned the charged, other than Young Indian, on 26 June, 2014. On 19 December, 2015, it had conceded safeguard to Sonia, Rahul, Vora, Fernandez, and Dubey, who had showed up before it according to summons. Troda was conceded abandoned 20 February. 2016 when he had showed up under the watchful eye of the court. All you have to think about the National Herald case. In 1938, amid the flexibility battle, Jawaharlal Nehru, who went ahead to wind up noticeably independent India's initially leader, began the National Herald daily paper. The paper initially filled in as a mouthpiece of the Congress and was distributed by the Associated Journals Ltd, AJL. Nonetheless, throughout the decades, flow dropped and funds dried out, and it at last shut in 2008, collecting an obligation of Rs 90 crore. In an effort to keep AJL above water, the Congress Party gave the organization unsecured, intrigue-free advances for a few years up to 2010. On 23 November, 2010, AJL was assumed control by a recently glided organization called Young Indian Private Ltd, YIL, with Gandhi family supporters Dubey and Troda as chiefs. The All India Congress Committee, AICC, chosen to allot the about Rs 90 crore obligation it was owed by AJL to YIL, in this manner making it the proprietor of the obligation in the books. In December 2010, AJL chosen to exchange its whole value to Young Indian in lieu of YIL owning its Rs 90 crore obligation. The firm paid Rs 50 lakh for this procurement. The AJL, which initially owed Rs 90 crore to the Congress Party, turned into a completely possessed auxiliary of Young Indian by temperance of this choice and exchange. In December 2010, Rahul was named its executive, and in January 2011, Sonia additionally joined the board as a chief. Vora and Fernandez too were named to the Young Indian board around the same time. According to archives, Sonia and Rahul have singular shareholdings of 38% each in the organization, while Vora and Fernandez hold the rest of the 24% in a balance of. In 2012, Swamy recorded a protestation under the steady gaze of the trial court, affirming that Congress pioneers were included in bamboozling and break of trust in the obtaining of AJL by YIL. The Gandhis and others will be attempted on charges of unscrupulous misappropriation of property, Segment 403 IPC, criminal rupture of trust, Segment 406, deceiving, Segment 420, and criminal scheme, Area 120B. Swamy charged that GIL had assumed control over the advantages of the old outlet in a pernicious way to pick up benefit and resources worth over Rs 2,000 crore. Swamy claimed that GIL had paid just Rs 50 lakh to acquire the privilege to recuperate Rs 90.25 crore that AJL hosted owed to the Congress gathering, given prior as a credit to begin the daily paper. Metropolitan Justice Gandhi Maneka had issued summons to Gandhi and other on 26 June, 2014 and noticed that all blamed people had supposedly acted in consortium with each other to accomplish the said evil reason outlined. The court had requested that all charged show up before it on 7 August, 2014. The Congress pioneers on 30 July, 2014 moved the High Court, which remained the summons. On 7 December, 2015, the High Court expelled the interests recorded by the Congress pioneers, watching that at first sight the case prove guiltiness. The High Court additionally brought up issues with respect to the lawfulness of the underlying advance conceded to AJL by the Congress Party. Taking after the High Court's request, on 8 December, the trial court had guided them to show up on 19 December. A notice showed up in Lucknow-based daily papers on Friday withdrawing from an exceptional general meeting of the AJL on 21 January, 2016 to change it into a not revenue-driven organization.